Vanakkam. I'm Vayoni Dimel. This is Boston Lanka News, bringing you news, views and entertainment from Boston and USA. The recent visit to Boston by the Deputy Ambassador for Sri Lanka Mission in United Nations, Maj.Gen Shavendra Silva, created lots of interest. For many, he was a celebrated war hero who played a major role in defeating terrorism in Sri Lanka. For others, he was a war criminal who should be brought to justice. Responding to a question about allegations of war crimes, Major General Shavendra said that his surviving a 2009 attempt on his life by a suicide bomber is a sign of his innocence. I escaped because I know in my heart that I am not a murderer, he said. I sat with the ambassador, Major General Shavendra Silva, for an exclusive interview while he was in Boston.
Why do you think that the international community do not appreciate the elimination of the terrorism from Sri Lanka and the region?
I do not agree with you when you say that why not the international community do not appreciate. Maybe openly, certain people are not maybe appreciating. As the Deputy Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka to the United Nations, I meet 192 countries around the world, and I know how they appreciate when we meet them. Maybe some may be reluctant to appreciate this openly, but really they are appreciating, because no country would like to see terrorism, whether it's within their country or the other country. But also, as you said, maybe there are certain elements within this world who do not like to appreciate. Nothing but those people are the people who can't stomach the victory of Sri Lanka, or the people who can't stomach to see that Sri Lanka will prosper in time to come. Those are the people who will not appreciate. And also, some people in this side of this part of the world, especially the Sri Lankans, especially Sri Lankans, Tamils who have been supportive to LTT, not because of anything, but maybe they were misguided by LTT. Initially, they could not stomach this, and therefore they never appreciated. But as you know, I think the Boston Lanka TV were there yesterday when I made a speech at Boston, and you'd have seen the difference, how the Tamil diaspora, some crowd came in against my presence in Boston, and at the end of the day, they had, whether intentionally or not, their hearts would have told them to shake hand with me. So that means they accepted all the queries and all the questions that I answered. Otherwise they would have just gone out. So that itself sealed. I mean, I'm sure that those who are not even right now, even up to date, who are not appreciated, time to come, I'm sure in a big way they will appreciate.
Unless otherwise we clarify, unless otherwise we meet each other, okay, perceptions can be different. So what I kindly tell, if you are living here in Boston, get around all people, all those who are having such doubts. I am ready, even 24 hours I am ready to come here. If you ask one session to go on for 48 hours, I am ready, because I have not slept last 4 days of the humanitarian operation. I am still fit enough to do that here also. So therefore, I am ready. So that is the best way. You can't say what is the government has done, what is the mission has done, what are we doing? No, we are here to do that. As in my speech I said, let this be the beginning of that.
What do you have to say about many allegations of war crimes against Sri Lankan political and military leaders?
As you said, it's an allegation. allegation can be made by one person to another or to a group of people. So that is why the word says allegations. So far, it's only allegations. So I think there have been a lot of allegations. In a way, once this part of the world called this is a war, actually it was not a war as such, it was a humanitarian operation. If it is a war, it was a war to rescue our own Tamil civilians who were deprived of their all types of civilization by a terrorist group. So that was it. So therefore, what I feel is that these allegations are being made, basically being drafted by the interested parties, and these things have come out, and time to come, these allegations will fade away, and every allegation, I think the government of Sri Lanka, the military is very much prepared to answer or face any allegations. And we know that truth will reveal one day.
As I said, when we recovered, liberated the Giant's Tank area, we thought that at least LTT had given water for them to harvest in rice ball. No, they didn't allow that. That is because they wanted the recruitment.
Could you share with us how you treated those enemy combatants who were captured?
First of all, I am a disciplined soldier in the Sri Lankan army, and as you know, maybe you are aware, but most of the viewers may be not aware. The Sri Lankan army mainly concentrated on training. While doing training, even the basic training, we gave soldiers humanitarian law conducted by International Community of Red Cross, ICRC, and we knew that we have got involved in a winning war. We wanted to win the war, and that win to be based on respecting all types of humanitarian law. So therefore, we were educating our troops, and we actually followed all the rules of humanitarian law. Now, this question, my answer may be a little lengthy on this, because my division in the division, 58 division, captured the first LTT female cadre in Mena Rice Ball. There are footages, there are video clips on that. Then thereafter, I captured another female cadre in uniform, combat uniform, who was injured. I in fact airlifted her on a Sri Lankan military aircraft to Anuradhapura, from there to Colombo, and saved her life. Then once again I captured 3 female cadres in Ponarim. The entire story was given in all, publicity was given in all papers, I think, at that time in Sri Lanka. She was one of the teachers who was paid at the time of when I was captured. She was paid for that month also by the government of Sri Lanka as a teacher. But she was fighting in LTT because she had been forcefully taken by LTT at that time. So all these captives, we have from the time of captured and sent back the video films. If you ask the combatants who have been surrendered to Sri Lanka Army and been rehabilitated, you ask how we have treated them, they will tell the truth. And that is the thing, I think, especially those who have gone on the wrong direction. In the Tamil diaspora, some people are on the wrong direction. They must listen to them. I am sure that is the motivating factor for them.
If we as military during the operation, we were in hunger and giving the rice packet to the poor people, and maybe we knew that they are combatants. Those who have fired us 10 minutes back and killed my own soldier who was next to us is now under our, have surrendered to us. And we are giving our packet of rice to them. That is humanity.
Ambassador, as a career soldier, could you please share with us what were your most cherished achievements in your career?
I have many, but when you ask the most, the day that my division, 5A division, is the division who liberated the last inch of the land in one humanitarian operation. So that was on 18th May 2009. I think that is the biggest achievement, because it's not something personal for me. It was for some millions of Sri Lankans. When I finished the last inch of the land and told my commanders that the war is over and I have finished the operation, I think that was the biggest achievement, because it was given to the people of Sri Lanka. It was given to the people of the world who do not accept terrorism in the world.
Now that you are working in the UN, how do you plan to confront some of the misinformation about Sri Lanka and threats to bring war crime charges against Sri Lankan political leaders and military leaders?
I do not wish to confront. I don't accept the word confront. I wish to have a dialogue. I'm a diplomat. Diplomats don't need to confront. I would have confronted as a military officer while being in military service. But in this appointment, I would like to have a dialogue. And I think that is why I'm being paid by the government of Sri Lanka to do this job. And I know truly what happened in Sri Lanka. I have been a man on ground at the forwardmost positions in all these places. And I'm not talking of hearsay things. I will talk only of the things actually happen. So therefore, I have the knowledge of what exactly happened over there. It's a matter of informing, telling them the truth. A man with sense, an honest person who is coming for an honest dialogue, will understand within a few seconds what is the truth behind the entire story. And I'm expecting to talk to anyone who is being misguided. Any organization, any individual, anyone for that matter. And I'm sure that, like yesterday in Boston, those who were on the other side, someone called in some organization, I really don't know, she was referring to a ministership, I don't know which organization had given a ministership to her, but she was also convinced, and she left. And the other, some people who came there, introduced them as the diaspora and certain something to do with LTT. They themselves accepted. And at the end of the day, as I told at the beginning, they put their hand out to shake hand me. So I think if these people have accepted here, I'm sure the balance will understand the truth.
That concludes our news edition. We meet you again with another news edition of News views and entertainment from Boston and USA. Till then, goodbye.